until it goes wrong, you will continue to. You know, like Flickr, how many people have got all their photos stored on?
The perfect example,
there's a lot, right?
At an earlier stage was about from 2005 to 2006. There was about a 25% increase from, I think it was from about 50% to 75% of people who didn't delete cookies anymore. So there's this sort of idea of widening. We don't even think about it anymore. We don't even think, oh my God, there's cookies tracking everywhere I go on the internet. But these days, you know, it's just normal. I expect that when I get to my LinkedIn profile that it's there and that I'm logged in.
It's frustrating if things.
I have that issue today. I was growing up O2 and they made me delete all my cookies.
So
you just say yes, I've deleted them, honest God.
Last subject before we break. So there was a barrier. This Ed was talking about, users driving change, and we talked about, free to use on cloud and things like that. One other area to tap your brains on. In the areas that users can't drive, what changes does the IT industry need to make over the next year to 2 years for you to prosper?
I don't think it's better, faster, quicker, smaller. And cheaper. Tomorrow would be nice.
When you say for us to prosper, you mean each company here or the industry in general?
For companies such as, if it can be collective startup companies, people who want to get out to market in new ways and roll out new business models.
Personally, I think I don't think it is the iPhone at all, but I think the advent of this device and the concept around a device that basically runs applications, knows where it is, knows who's near it, and so on, is, we're already taking it for granted, but it is phenomenal. I think the evolution of new products and services and the innovation that you are seeing from some, particularly startups, will be massively fueled. The more of these become, essentially the more standardised it's become. But I think it's happening already. My mum is considering getting a location-aware device so that she knows where she is when she's on the, she's got an idea of how she'll use it. So I just think there's people have got these inbuilt needs already, and the technology's now emerging that fills those.
It's bandwidth and network connectivity, isn't it? That we need BT to fix ADSL, so the pricing models actually allow people to use as much bandwidth as they can without being stunned by all these unlimited, but if you go over 2 gig, we'll charge you for it. That's BT's fault. And then the mobile networks need to fix the mobile networks so they work better. So devices like that iPhone are always there, always on. And then you've got the cloud. And then companies like us can build software as a service, deliver it incredibly cheaply, and just get on with things.
But there's the responsibility then on the programmers to build better applications that they can run over smaller footprints on the net.
Yeah, we can do that.
I don't think the band. I think I will go out on a limb here and say I think bandwidth at the moment is fine, but the availability of it is an issue sometimes. I just moved house. I work at home constantly on a T-Mobile WebMall device, and it is fine 95% of the time, but about 4 times that I have to disconnect and reconnect because my bandwidth goes down to 0, and that's the only way I found to fix it. But the coverage there is fine. For some reason, whenever I come into London, I disconnect off of T-Mobile.
This is the availability, but the BT charging model for ADSL means it's not, you don't feel comfortable using it, the availability isn't quite there. And the networks, again, it's spotty coverage, it's not, again, they're throttling things down. So it's having the availability on the net all the time is the thing which was going to really make a difference.
The problem with ADSL is the A. It's asynchronous. So down speed is what, 7 meg, maybe
even 20.
If you're lucky, 20.
Yeah, if you're really close to the.
But the up speed is what? It's like quarter of a meg or something.
And that's really true. Actually, I was speaking to a company the other day, and they've got a solution that open to upload HD video. They've got open to have loads of customers uploading massive HD videos, and then they're only going to be playing over. And the biggest problem for them is actually getting it from the PC. The end user. It's the wrong way around. In that HD video camera.
Here's an example, though. It goes back to everything that we're all sort of doing here. That happens to be my camera, and having now slowly been using a HD camera for work and home and so on, I've now filled 2 2 large 400 gig boxes at home, and it is getting to the point where I would love to just be uploading it wherever, you know, into the cloud.
As you were filming it.
Well, as I was filming it, even better. Yeah. But you know, but at the moment, that is just actually not possible. You know, I would have to literally let my browser or whatever run for weeks to get, you know, a few gig up. You know, so
the hope
there's
might
a
be
real
the
issue.
mobile networks again that sort of bypassing it, because BT has chosen to architect their network assuming that people would just be passive consumers of content, and they're totally taken a surprise. And this is a native self.
Yeah.
But the mobile networks, they're building up new networks, and maybe there's a chance there for them to go high bandwidth, symmetric, and very reliable. Maybe we just won't have landlines in the future.
But I think a lot of, going back to the original question about what's going to drive success within your or our space, is end users buying as consumers. So as they gain access to more and more of these online applications, and it becomes de rigueur to use an online application, they've got no issue around their data being stored within the cloud or accessing compute power from the cloud. They're going to be driving the development of more applications because they're going to be hungry for content.
Yeah, I'm not sure if content will actually be.
They're hungry for functionality.
Functionality.
Yeah, so they've got all the bells and whistles. They've got the HD camera. You've got your iPhone. You want something to use it for other than just making a phone.
But the content is not content, not passively consuming content. It's interaction, it's communities, it's building stuff yourself.
And it's also generating content.
Exactly. It's sort of, I mean, Facebook is, as a user, I mean, not have any money, not making any money, but it's got lots of content being uploaded. I think that's probably success.
I mean, Facebook's big success is teaching the consumer what an application is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's things like that that are blurring the line between B2C and B2B.
Oh yeah, completely.
Because you know, these guys are now buying as consumers. Why can't I get online?
Yeah, it's interesting as well, because also the amount of people that have actually made some money out of Facebook applications and getting seed funding and investment funding, like Playfish last week or so. You know, that's driving different technologies and different ways of thinking as well, and about driving content out as well. It's you know, that whole community aspect. I mean, my fiance last night was complaining because she couldn't get on broadband to get on Facebook, and I'm like, well, what's the problem with that? Well, I'll just get on Facebook, and she had no reasoning behind why she had to go on Facebook. It's like, you know, it's become a bit of a it is, yeah. It's become human nature to go and check a Facebook account and speak to her friends around the world and share a picture of us walking up a hill. But
so on Stuart's fiance. So we said an hour in this format and then break to give you the opportunity to have one-to-one conversations between you and things like this. So Kathy, am I right that we are set up there?
There's drinks, if you just walk through inside, just by reception. It's great wine and beer, I think. So.
Make yourselves at home and make the best of fun. Thank you very much.